All right, cool. So go ahead and introduce yourselves one at a time.
Go ahead.
Jose de Jesus Hernandez.
My name is Kurt Parmenter.
I'm Cisco Relos.
All right, cool. Now we can switch sides.
Okay.
You guys can stand wherever you want, no matter.
What about the camera?
Oh, it's running. So you guys don't have to be on camera the whole time. I just have to show that there's people here
Oh,
watching
okay.
me do it.
So we'll get out of the way.
Yeah, just get out of the way of the camera and just like be here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give my speech.
Got
right?
you.
All right, cool. So my name is Mike Delgado, and I'm going to teach you today how to pick up or how to deadlift without hurting your lower back. A lot of people like to treat the deadlift like it's a sword and a stone inside the gym. They're afraid to pick it up because they feel like they're going to wreck their stuff. But the reason is because they just haven't properly been told how to do it. Now, what is my expertise? What is my credibility? I have been coaching and competing in powerlifting for 10 plus years. Not only have I had some of the strongest people on this side of the West Coast or throughout the United States. An example is I've had women who weigh only 165 pounds deadlift over 550 plus pounds, right? And the only injury rate on my team is me. I've torn my left bicep, I've torn my right bicep from deadlifting. So what I did was I made sure I studied the movement so it didn't have to happen to anybody else, right? So today what we're going to learn are the simple steps on how to deadlift. And we start with the lower body. I'm going to teach you how to line it up, root yourself into the floor. I'm going to teach you how to set your upper body, how to set your grip, how to set your lats, and from there we'll hinge in position and execute the movement. All right. So always start from the bottom up. First thing you're going to do is you're going to find where you stand with the bar. So a lot of people are like, do I stand this wide? Do I stand this narrow? Your body's really smart. So I like to tell people just jump in the air, stick your landing, and you're going to land in your most explosive position. So for me, I'm about shoulder width. So when I walk up to the bar, the next question is, how close do I want to be? How far do I want to be? If I'm too close, I risk the bar moving ahead of me, and I don't want that. Where the bar lies is where the bar stays. If I'm too far and try to pick it up from here, I'm not utilizing my leverages, I will jack up my back. So a happy medium is a cue I like to use. And if you're wondering what a cue is an intimate language between your coach and your client. But a cue I like to use, just line up the top of your shoelaces, so you're about an inch or two away from the bar. That's it. Now, once we're here, we're in our stance, we're in our position, we want to root ourselves into the ground. Sometimes you see someone deadlift, they get to the top, and they fall back, right? When I think of the word rooting, I think of myself planting. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to plant our feet into the ground. A cue I like to use is pretend you're at the beach. If you've been to the beach, I'm sure you dug your toes in the sand before. We're going to dig our toes into the ground here. Pretend you're at the beach, dig your toes into the sand, you're now rooted in position. It's a lot harder to fall off, right? That's all I'm going to do to set my lower body. I now have the width I want, the distance I want from the bar, and I'm rooted in position. Now we need to set our upper body. A lot of people turn this into a weird shrug. A lot of people try to curl the bar by accident when they're getting up. Your arms are nothing but clothes hangers. They just want to be locked in position. The way we set our upper body, and the fastest way I can explain this without getting too analytical, is we're going to shrug our shoulders up. You guys can do it with me. Shrug your shoulders up, pull your shoulders back, and think armpits to pocket, everything down. You got good posture now, right? And we're going to stay locked like this in this awkward position the entire time. If it doesn't feel awkward, you're probably not doing it right. But by doing this, I'm creating this good posture. I am decreasing my range of motion, because since my arms are longer, I'm going to finish down here versus finishing up here, right? And when I'm locked in position, what I'm also feeling is this tension in my lats, which is going to help me overall pull the bar into me the entire time, right? Now that I'm in this awkward position, I'm going to do the most important part of the lift, where this is the easy part right here. The hardest part is people don't understand how to load themselves in position. They end up squatting forward into the bar. Our chest goes forward and the bar rolls away. This isn't a squat, it's a hinge. All a deadlift is a simple hinge. What we want to do is load our posterior chain of movement. Your posterior chain is your lower back, your butt, your hamstrings, calves, everything back and down. We want to load that. If I'm squatting into it, I'm loading up here, not back here. So we want to be able to hinge in position. The easiest way for me to coach you on how to hinge is, first, we relax the knees. I'm sure everyone's done this before. Our arms are full of groceries, and we got to close the door behind us. We got two options. We can kick it, or we can scoot it with our butt, right? Or you can pretend like you're really sick, and we got to hit the toilet, you know? Either way, just start reaching for the door. And once you start reaching for the door, notice how my shins aren't going forward, I'm not crouching forward. Let your body do its natural mechanics. We start loading, we're loading, we're loading, we're loading as you keep hinging and hinging and hinging, and let your body fold and fold and fold. Probably feels real tight back here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our hamstrings and our butt engaged now. So now we're loaded in position. So now we got all this muscle ready to work for us rather against us. The reason why it's called a deadlift, gentlemen, is because it's dead weight being lifted off the floor. And the difference between this lift and the other two lifts, squat and bench press, is the only lift that starts from the bottom. So there's no concentric buildup to be explosive. But by hinging in position, we create that kinetic buildup to blow it up off the ground. Now, I like to step it back, run back the tape, and kind of refresh what we're doing. We walk up, we set our feet. We got our stance, we got our distance, we're clawing the floor. We're setting our upper body by shrugging up, pulling back, shrugging down. Knees go soft. We're now hinging in position. To make it simple, I like to think, step 1, set your root. Set 2, lock the upper. Move, or not step, but third thing, hinge in position while maintaining all that tension. Once we're down here, we can now decide, where's our grip gonna go? Well, if I grip really wide, you see where I finish way up here. So I gotta travel all that distance. I don't want that. I wanna finish the lift sooner than later. If I grip real narrow, you can see I'm gonna finish a lot sooner, right? But again, if I grip too narrow, I create resistance by shrugging against myself. So to start, a happy place to start, just measure thumb's distance. That gives us enough room to clear, our lats aren't in the way, and we can lock out through. So once we set our grip, by, again, boom, 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 hinge down position, we got our grip, we got our grip. We don't want to just set our grip by wrapping our fingers around the bar either. We want to go deep in the palm, manhandle that thing, and almost like rooting your palms in position. And once you got the bar gripped, you squeeze that bar as hard as you can. And from here, we're going to set our lats even more. And the way we do that is we learn how to bend the bar. By bending the bar is what's going to allow me to pull that bar into me the whole time without it drifting away. Bending the bar allows me to treat this barbell like a razor blade going up. It's going to shave against the grain the entire time. And the easiest way to do that, everyone's arms out in front. Imagine someone's going to come tickle you. What would you do right now? You just tuck them in, right? Yeah. So yeah, arms are going to stay long though. Arms are going to stay long. We're going to tuck in our armpits so they can't get us. And that's how we get into position right here. So once we got the bar, we tuck in our armpits. And now we're ready to drop our hips in position. The way I drop our hips are going to be like this. We're not going to squat forward. What we want to do is keep our chest tall. And we actually drop our hips almost like we're rocking back. By doing that, you can see bar's already starting to leave the earth. It's almost like a trust fall. Think someone's behind you about to catch you. We have the counterbalance of the weight to utilize our leverage so we don't fall backwards, right? So again, we're not going to crouch forward. We're just going to rock our hips under our chest, drop them, and then we'll blow up. Make sense?
Yep.
Set the feet, set the upper, hinge in position, lock in the grip, lock in the lats. Chest stays tall, hips under. And then what we do from here, we blow up. The way we blow up is just think like this, jump. And we just lock it out. And once it's locked out, how do we bring it back down? We're just going to close that door behind us with the arms full of groceries and hinge it to the floor. Return it safely to earth without jacking up our back. And that's how you do a deadlift.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.